What's good, YouTube? It's the Odd Apple, and today we're going over the team I used to beat the Zoe and Grizzbolt tower on hard mode. I hope this guide can help those who are stuck on it. I struggled, so I wanted to create a guide to help others in the same boat. If this video helps, consider liking, subscribing, and joining the Odd Apple Pirates. Before we begin, I would like to preface that this is a gun build, meaning the majority of my damage will come from my plasma rifle instead of the pals. With that being said, let's go over the squad. The first pal is Anubis. He will be the pal in battle. His partner skill, Guardian of the Desert, makes your player damage ground type and gives you a 50% damage boost for 30 seconds. This gives you a huge attack boost as well as an additional weak point boost from hitting Grizzbolt with ground attacks with your weapon. Use this active skill as often as you can. After Anubis, we have Vanworm and Vanworm Crest. They both have a partner skill that says, while in party, it increases the player's damage to enemy weak points. One is by 50%, one is by 40%, giving you a total of 90% extra damage to weak points. After that, we have Xenoguard that gives you an additional 35% damage done by your energy weapons. And last but certainly not least, we have Solen. Solen increases the player's attack power by 80% if all pals in the party are a different species. And there you have it, there's the team in action. Hope you guys enjoyed that, but before we go any further, one thing I want to do next, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I use in terms of gear. So, this is the armor, accessories, and the weapons that I used. Nothing too crazy, just ancients, best schematics that I had. Accessories, I use these four specifically. I think they're the four best ones overall, although you could probably interchange a couple of them. I like these four, so that's what I went with. Weapons, the drone launcher and the plasma rifle. Drone launcher is just amazing. It's just the Terra Prisma, but on a gun. And the plasma rifle, which is the main focus of damage around the build. Now, I will say that mine is an epic rare. That definitely helps in terms of damage and beating the tower as fast as I did. But I will say with confidence that this can clear even with a regular version. If you guys want, I'll even upload a short with just doing a regular version of both weapons if I have to. I'm that confident in this build and what it can do. As you guys can see to the left, I've challenged it a few times, just practicing to get everything I can for this video. So, with that being said, we're going to go to the box and look at some alternatives. Alright, so here's a box of pals that I've either used or would consider using if I were to try a different strategy. So, going over them, these three right here on the right are very good for a more pal-centric strategy, giving you damage reduction or damage boosts. I recommend all three of these pals. They're solid choices. You don't necessarily need all three of them, but like you could play around with it for sure. I used these two, and I had good experiences. I have yet to breed and use a key kit, but I will eventually. Going over here, we've got the Pyridon and the Serpent Terra for the Muddy strategy. I wasn't a huge fan. I feel like compared to other status conditions in Pal World, this one felt very underwhelming, and it didn't proc as much as I would like. I know that like they'd still get muddied because of like attacks and stuff, so I think Pyridon was fine, but Serpent Terra just did not feel like it was proccing hardly at all for the 44 bullets per clip that I was firing. So, not a huge fan personally. I tried Lapur. She's really cool because she lowers your partner skill cooldown. But the issue that I had with her is that the team that I'm currently using, it cleared it so fast that I didn't need the second use of Anubis. When I had her on the team, because I swapped her, I think, for a Vanworm, but when I had her on the team, it was like 15 to 20 seconds longer, and I actually got to the second proc. So I noticed it was just slower, but I definitely wanted to try it out. She's like a really cool pal, but unfortunately with him normally having a 50-second timer on it, going to 25 just isn't enough to get another go at it as quickly as I would like personally. Stating that for the record. Orzhok, I mean, I don't have to explain how good Orzhok is. He's one of the best support pals in the game, but he supports the attack and defense of the pal that's fighting with you. So he's better off for more pal-centric strategies, like over here. Not quite for what I was trying to do with 5 gun damage base pals. So he was great, just not for this. Moving on, we have Moldron and Nochlum. At one point before I had the Vanworms, I had Nochlum and I had Orzhok. They were both on the team. The team ran totally fine. I cleared it like 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, 3 minutes, 20 seconds left-ish. Solid, just not as quickly. That's all it was. Moldron, I tried the full Serpent Terra, Pyridon, like the whole muddy strat with Dew Mud and Bulldosu. It just did not do as much as I wanted, and then it was hard to keep him muddied because Moldron's light attacks are fire. So it kept burning him, which was really unfortunate, but I do want to try him again with like a maybe like hybrid team that does more support output. And I also want to do him against Lily and Lylene. So you might see him in the next video, we'll see. And the last pal here that I would like to mention is my honorable mention, Duelith. I wanted to make it to where we could muddy them, and then we could use Root Cannon or the active skill and just put out a bunch of damage, because muddied pals take double from grass. It didn't do as much as I wanted. It was fun to play with, though. I really enjoyed it, and I really think this is one of the coolest pals they've added with 1.0. I technically cleared, but he fainted just beforehand, or she did, and it was very saddening. But it technically worked. But with that being said, that is the wrap up to the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed all the information I provided. If you want to see me try any of these strats or any other pals that you can think of, put it down in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to take a look, try out some different shit, see what we can do, you know, have a good time with it. But with that being said, we're going to slide on out of here. Y'all keep vibing, thriving, surviving, and have a great day. Bye-bye.